Hello, my name is Braganowski,
And I'm Austin Morales, and you're watching The Inner Gamer On.
and today we'll be talking about the Legend of Zelda prequel to Breath of the Wild called Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. This is a new game coming from Koei Tecmo, I believe is the name of their studio, and this is a very exciting game that takes place during the Calamity that happened prior to Breath of the Wild, which I think Austin's really excited about. Yeah.
You have no idea.
There we go. So let's dive in, talk about it. Oh, and 4K is coming to the Switch. What?
But, and as always, if you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and bang that bell, because you know you want to.
Hyrule Warriors is the Zelda Breath of the Wild prequel coming out in November. It's finally announced. Austin, talk to me.
Yeah, so basically it's taking place during, or like, I guess right during or beginning of the Great Calamity, and you play as all of the heroes from Breath of the Wild that you have to go and set free. It's cool because all these heroes that, you learn about and hear the backstories, and you never really get to know what happened during that 100 years that Link is asleep. So this, I remember originally they had a Hyrule's Warrior come out like a year or two after Breath of the Wild, and I really wanted to get it, but I just didn't. It just never didn't happen. But I like how on the heels of us being like, there's nothing that we're not playing our Switch, we're not doing anything with it, it's just sitting there, and then this thing drops because it adds more story content to Breath of the Wild story, and you get to fight a lot of the baddies in a different way than you would in Breath of the Wild, at least seemingly. Because I never actually played a Hyrule's Warrior game, and I think this is gonna be awesome because you're gonna be taking on a lot of forces, at least from the last one that I saw during that trailer. And there's a little bit of gameplay in this trailer. Like you're fighting, basically hordes of enemies, and I'm just like, yes. I mean, what's better than high-packed action from the world of Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
And it's called Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I'm ready, man. I am ready.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool. I mean, I love the art style that Breath of the Wild kind of set in stone for the new generation of Zelda, basically. Yeah. And the fact that this is like a Dynasty Warriors introduced into the Legend of Zelda world is really interesting. So I like that hack and slash kind of feel.
Right.
And that'll be kind of cool. Like it might be something I get into more because it's not so exploration-y.
Right.
Which I didn't enjoy as much in Zelda as most people in the world did. I feel like I was an outlier in that one. But this does look pretty nice. And it's coming out on November 20th, which is crazy. Like that's so soon. You know what else? What sucks for you, Austin? Cyberpunk comes out the 19th. What are you going to do with yourself? What are you gonna do?
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. If I don't have the new graphics card by then, I guess I'm just going to be playing Hyrule Warriors, man.
That's true, I guess. I'll have to add this to my list of things we're going to review, talk about.
I know. I'm excited.
But yeah, no, it's a cool announcement. It's a surprise announcement, especially because like you said, we just talked about like what is Nintendo doing this year? Like what's their big game? And here, this might be their big game that they got coming out. So good for them.
Yeah.
A report also came out last week, the day after we launched our last week's podcast, where Nintendo is starting to ask studios to make Switch games 4K ready. So
hey man,
they're looking to. It sounds like they're going to be working on an upgrade version of the console coming out next year that will allow for 4K visuals. So nice. I didn't expect that.
Dude,
I wasn't sure if they were going to bring a 4K or just go like straight 1080p across the board, but looks like they're going all in for the 4Ks. And
they should. They really need to. I think it's if they can make it affordable and just a small, I guess.
Yeah. I hope they can. I hope they can make it better. I hope they make it feel. There's one thing I've noticed with the Switch after a while is it kind of feels a little cheap when you're holding it and like playing with it and stuff like that. I feel like I'm gonna break it.
I wonder how many Switches other people have had to buy.
Dude, yeah. I mean, because I'm not even aggressive with my Switch, and my kickstand broke off on it already. Like, and I literally haven't I hardly used it, and it just broke. And I ordered the new Switch. I ordered another kickstand replacement. And it requires these like screws that are from they're like Japanese like screwdrivers,
no.
and I don't have
no.
them anywhere. I checked in my, we have the iFixit kit.
Yeah,
I checked in there. They have so many of those things in there. None of them work for this.
Man.
And I don't know where to get it. So I just gave up.
That sucks.
So
yeah, that's the thing. I've dropped mine a few times, and the back plate is literally being held on by maybe definitely one screw and potentially two screws, because I've dropped it so many times that the points of contact from the back plate to the actual Switch body are broken. So it's barely holding on there. So when I got cases for it, I was like, this is literally the only thing keeping it together, which I mean, it still works, thank goodness, but I'm just like, geez, man, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was like, I want to get a backplate for it. I don't think you can. Those things you just don't buy backplates.
No, definitely not. Sucks.
So yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm sure they're out there somewhere, but again, it's like you're gonna need screwdrivers that work for this, and they don't really exist, and it's really sad.
Right.
Like, what the hell?